Hey guys, this is Ambasa here from Alak Institute. Today we'll discuss about how to put archelog mode in PostgreSQL instance. That I will be explaining along with theory and also will demonstrate with practical part. And this is the diagram. We'll start with the theory first and then we'll go with the practical. Here we go. What I am just trying to say here, this is my client connections and the client is trying to connect to my postmaster. It's a main background process. The postmaster will again redirect the connections to the Postgres process, sometimes called the backend process, and there is a direct communication gets started. Now the Postgres, sometimes called backend process, will try to take the data from the file called data file, and the modification will perform purpose. It has to transfer that data from the data file to shared buffers, which is again taking by the process called Postgres. Any modification you do it in the shared buffer will be recorded in the WAL buffers with the same process, and from the WAL buffers the process called WAL writer will push to the file called WAL file. So here WAL stands for write ahead log, and it's a writer, and here it's a WAL buffer, write ahead log buffer, write ahead log writer, and write ahead log files. So from the write ahead log file you need to copy to another location because this file is for recovery purpose. The actual data stored here and the recovery information gets stored here. Now what we wanted to transfer this archive WAL files. What I have to tell, we wanted to transfer this WAL file to as a archive WAL file, and that is by default is not enabled, and that's what today's agenda is, how to make it in the archelog mode in PostgreSQL instance. So once we enable this options, then the process called archiver will start sending this data to this location. Now the common question, is there any default location? Answer, no, there is no as such default location. And how do I mention that location? How do I you can say do this with the practical? We'll see the same. Here we go. Let me just erase this and start with the practical part. I'm just connecting to one of my instance. Here we go. This is my one of the machines where PSQL and type the command show archive mode. It's by default is off, show archive command. This is the location where it has to transfer the files. Now the point to start with here is, let me just double check. We do have a data directory. Just for my reference, it is a location where the entire instance information gets stored. But what I am trying to do, I wanted to prepare first the folder with the make directory -p, and let's take this path along with archive. This is just an empty folder. I'm preparing it. You can give it any location here. I'm now just given this particular path. I'm verifying, is there any as such files as of now stored? Answer is no, not it. As such any file gets stored here. What I'm trying to do it here is now mentioning the syntax called alter system set, and then archive mode supposed to be on. So by default it is off. So I just made it archive mode supposed to be make it on, and since it is a static parameter, if you do changes also will not be right away will be shown to you. So let's say here show archive mode, it is still made it off, and static means the changes will be taken effect only after your instance gets restarted. Similarly, I can just check with one more command called archive command, and here it says that the location where it has to transfer the WAL file to the location what you mentioned as in called archive WAL file. So this is the location is empty, not at any default value. We'll see here the syntax to set alter system set, and this is the parameter name archive command equal to single quote cp %p, which is called placeholder, and this is the location where we want to keep or transfer the content of the WAL file as an archive WAL file with a file name. So here at the end semicolon enter. So this is a dynamic parameter, required a reload, but anyhow the first parameter is no more still taken effect, but still this is also no more having the enabled value. Let's quit from this here and try to do. Currently it is a instance is running, and what I'll do, I'll try to go for restart. The moment you restart the instance, it does stop it and then get started. So here you can see stopped options and here it says started option. Followed by I can just now type the PSQL and check show archive mode. It's supposed to be now on, and show archive command, it says that what location you had been set is displayed here. Now what I'll do, I'll just try to type here alter the select PG switch wall, PG switch wall, and hit enter. This is similar to your in Oracle alter system switch log file. So once you do the switch, and now go ahead and check is there any files are prepared in this particular location. Now I can see the wall file gets archived as a archive wall file. So what we have completed now, we completed here the how do I placed my PostgreSQL instance in the archive mode. So that means you said that we have a wall files, the wall file gets copied into this particular location. This is what we had been set over here in the syntax copy. You are copying the wall files from the location under the pg data pg underscore wall location to my this particular folder and maintaining the file name as like the original. And this is the theory what we have discussed over here. This is what we said, that transferring the wall files to my archive wall file, and practically we have also gone through step by step how do I make this practically to be done. That's it. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye bye.